Welcome to the show, es Los Pimientos. Muy caliente on the instrumental. There's no signs of a deep crescendo. Steady climbing up at a real fast tempo. Phantasmal, cast shadows. Paranormal and more cryptid tales. Soy un chili pepper, pero no pequeño. Give you goosebumps, spooky stories that we share. So kick your feet up, relax, enjoy the next episode. Brought to you from your hosts, Sergio and Robbie. This passion, not a hobby. No, nobody's gonna stop me. Socks got it on lock, imitators try to copy. Keep up, we moving top speed. Conspiracies guaranteed to make your heart pound. Checking out, it's your homie Danny Dtown. Stay spicy, y'all.
Welcome back, Chili Peppers, the Los Pimientos Fantasma, and happy holidays and Feliz Navidad, putos.
Yeah. Happy Hanukkah too.
And Kwanzaa.
And Kwanzaa.
Merry Chrysler.
Hey, Chrysler. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So, we welcome back our guest host, Mia.
No, I'm the filler host, actually. Filler.
My lovely wife.
Hi, y'all.
I needed to do an episode this week, so Mia jumped in.
They tap me in.
Tapped you in?
You tap me in.
Oh, yeah.
Tap me.
Tag.
Tag me. Oh, is it tap me in or tag me in?
Tag.
Oh, tag me in, coach.
Tap me in is...
Oh, I don't know.
So, like I said, this is like holiday theme stuff, I guess. Next week will be
The official
Christmas special.
episode. Oh,
Or
special, whatever.
whatever.
Sorry, don't mean to step on your toes.
So, I have some very unfortunate news for people who do listen to this podcast and have listened to the episode with one of my really good friends. Unfortunately, James, the guy, our forklift guy at work, has passed away, and it's such a like tragic, I guess, way.
It really was, honestly.
But ever since then, like, I'm just not. It's weird now.
Yeah. It's not the same anymore.
It really isn't the same. But for those people who do listen to me, and if any younger kids listen as well, please stay away from drugs.
Yes, please. And like you feel obviously they're gonna either way they're gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
Even though we don't want them to, but if you do end up using drugs, whatever it may be, please watch how much you intake and do not drink before you intake any of it. Whether it be like shrooms or like psychedelic drugs, whatever, like just don't drink or be inebriated while.
Yes, please, and just don't stack as well. Like, I know, like some people say like, "Oh, I've taken one and it's not hitting." Just let it hit, honestly, because the more you stack, the more you're not going to be able to take care of yourself afterwards. So, yes, rest in peace to James, my best man friend. I used to call him my heterosexual life mate.
Yeah.
He was really he was something.
Yeah, he was funny though.
That's why I said he was something.
He was very much something. I mean, I didn't really talk to him a lot like you did, but the times that I did, he was...
Yeah, and especially the time that he lifted you on the
Oh
floor.
my God, yeah. Oh my God, I swear, this dude, freaking,
She wanted to see how it would be to...
I told him, don't lift me. What does he do? He lifts me. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh. It's kind of like having a big brother.
Yeah. Well, he technically was a big brother.
Yeah, he was.
He's 35.
I know. Big brother.
Yeah.
To be, at least.
Also, My uncle is in like critical condition right now. I don't know if they're going to take him off life support, or it's just not looking well.
Yeah.
It hurts because all of this is happening during
The holidays.
the holidays.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I already didn't like Christmas
Yeah, I know. Me either.
because my grandparents aren't here anymore. It dampens my Christmas spirit just a little bit more, you know?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Well, with that being said,
Okay, on a less depressing tone,
yeah.
we'll get on track to our usual.
So we're just gonna jump into the news because there's nothing really to say about our week or anything because it's been the same, honestly.
Yeah.
Work has been shit. Work's
Actually,
crazy.
it's been worse than shit this time, at least. I don't know. It just feels...
Diarrhea.
Yeah, there you go. It's diarrhea.
So we'll jump straight into the news. So breaking news, chili peppers. 25-year-old Haley Peoples was arrested after a property owner found footage of her 2-year-old daughter wandering alone in the woods at 3 a.m.
What the fuck?
The child was seen only wearing a dress and no shoes at the time, with temperatures well into the 40s.
No dress and no shoes, so she was...
No, she was wearing just a dress.
Oh, I was like, no dress and... What the...
She was wearing a dress but no shoes.
Oh, what the heck?
The homeowner saw the footage and immediately began searching for the child. Peoples claimed she found the child outside at 4:15 a.m., but did not contact law enforcement for several hours while deputies were actively searching for the child.
Wait, the mom found her?
Yeah, the mom found her.
Oh, then she did that because she didn't want to get in trouble, probably.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, she did end up getting in trouble, and then they ended up taking the child. You know how it works.
Yeah. How the hell is...
I don't know. Most of the times it's the parents that are like sleeping or they're inebriated or something.
They're always there on something.
And the child finds its way outside of
Yeah.
the house or the apartment. I told you about this one. A major security lapse at the Bexar County Jail has resulted in the wrongful release of a convicted murderer.
That's wild to me, because what the fuck? You just got, a murderer out in the wild now, back in society.
Well, they found him, I think it was like 5 days later.
Oh.
They brought him back.
Oh, that's great.
And they prolonged his sentence now. Even though it wasn't his fault that they let him out, but...
No, it's not, but either way, he's a murderer.
Yeah, so...
We don't need him on the streets anyway.
A woman is dead after being hit and dragged by a truck on Tuesday on the far south side of San Antonio.
It would be on the south side, though.
The deadly accident happened just after 8 a.m. off Roosevelt Avenue near Loop 410.
Oh my God, I think I know what that is.
Authorities say the driver hit 62-year-old Josefina and dragged her for roughly a block to the intersection of San Rafael and Roosevelt, where she became trapped underneath the vehicle.
That's crazy. That is freaking crazy. Poor lady, though. Oh my God. I cannot imagine all that.
I told you yesterday, the father of Selena Quintanilla passed away.
That is sad.
At the age of 68. And honestly, rest in peace, but Selena's name can probably finally get some rest.
Yeah, I think it can. I think it could have, for a while.
Yeah, but he wanted it.
Yeah.
Keep publicizing it.
Yeah, I mean, though, look at him, though. Number one dad right there. Shit. Damn.
Okay, I found this one funny.
Oh my God, what?
Cold temperatures did not stop alleged Johns from showing up along Austin Highway this week, where Bexar County deputies were running a sting operation called Police Navidad.
Oh my God.
They showed up on Austin Highway where there's always like prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah.
And they set up a sting operation
Oh
to
my-
catch all the people.
Oh my God.
They
What the heck?
call it Police
That's
Navidad.
so cringy.
Okay, this last one, I told you about it earlier too. A 15-year-old boy shoots
Yep.
and kills ex-girlfriend's mom and siblings over
Yeah,
after a breakup.
that's so fucking brutal. Oh my God.
So he basically he didn't drive there, but he took a bus there, went to her house looking for the girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. She wasn't there. So then he shot the mom, the younger brother, and the younger sister.
She was it. All of them would have been dead.
Yeah. And but then he was caught like shortly after all that happened, which is good.
Yeah, that is good because who knows where if he did not like if he didn't let's just say some wild thing like he did not ever get caught. Let's just say that he could probably go on and kill more people. He could even like honestly he could have done like a school shooting.
Yeah, or he could have gone on into like more like murder more of her family, maybe.
That or like just started massacring like just random people because he's like, oh, I like how this felt, or like he can, oh, I can get away with this,
Yeah, people are crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
What I do have is some Reddit stories for y'all. But before I do the Reddit stories, let me read the thing first. Do you have a paranormal story? A weird encounter? An experience with spiritual warfare that you'd like to share? We're looking for personal accounts of strange and the supernatural. Your story could be anything from a ghostly sighting in your home to an inexplicable event that can't be rationalized. If you have any of those, please send them to lospicosopimentos1@gmail.com. And you can also send them to our Spooky Peppers community on Reddit. We can read your stories. If you send them to lospicosopimentos1@gmail.com, I can put your audio stories into the episode, and then we can react to them. If you send written ones, either me or Jackie can read them, or Mia sometimes.
Yeah, only sometimes. Not all the time.
We've been looking for stories, so please send us your stories. Later on, I am trying to get some guests. We haven't had a guest on.
No, but there's some that are like possibly lined up. You was talking your pants off too.
I have some Reddit stories for y'all, and to keep it in the theme of this episode, they're like paranormal, like what would you call it? Like holiday stories.
Yeah, like festive paranormal holiday stories.
Yeah. So here's your first one. First Christmas after my grandpa died. I was 17 and still very confused on how to handle the shit show of emotions I was having. Christmas morning, I was sitting on the floor with my brother, opening presents, when we noticed 2 cards tucked into the tree. I opened the one with my name on it, and it was my grandpa's handwriting. All it said was, "Love you, Peanut,"
Aww.
which was his nickname for me. He had passed in August and had never given me a card for Christmas in my life. My mom refuses to acknowledge this happened, but my brother remembers it well. Up until about 9 years ago, there was a picture of me holding the card, but when I finally dealt with the grief I shoved down, the picture vanished.
What the heck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
it's also crazy too that his grandpa gave him a card in his time of need saying like it's basically like I'm okay, like you don't have to worry.
Yeah, it was like a hold on to this while you're grieving, and then when you're finally like, like no, you're like
Not like you forgot about me, but like
you've healed
Yeah.
and able to move on. You don't need this anymore. Wow, it's kind of sweet in a way.
yeah, it's like a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. Polar Express.
No.
I'm kidding.
Okay, here's the second one. During the 80s, the family had a Christmas party, which ended in the wee hours of the morning. My mom with her cousin were talking trash outside before they sleep and saw that their neighbor across the house was sitting by the gutters and smiling at them. She waved hi and the girl smiled and waved back. Then her cousin shook her and said, "That's not the neighbor's name."
What?
That's not the neighbor's name, whatever
Oh,
the neighbor was.
yeah.
She then realized that their neighbor had shoulder-length hair and this girl in front of them had long ankle-length hair and is wearing a long white sleeping gown. They both started screaming and ran back inside the house. The next morning, they learned that their neighbors were not home. They were spending Christmas in Providence. Not sure if it was really a ghost, but here in the Philippines, it would be so uncomfortable wearing a long sleeping gown since we're in a tropical country.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god.
So it's just, I guess, like a ghost or
Operation?
a crazy ass woman.
One of the two.
Yeah. And then I have a kind of a story of my own, but it was kind of like I have really visual dreams sometimes.
Yeah, I remember you told me a lot
And
about them.
and I was telling you about this one this morning.
Yeah, you were.
So the dream starts off, it's me, Mia, and Raiden. And we're going to your grandpa, Pops' brother's funeral.
Yeah.
And we go to stay at his house. And it's a really big house in the inside. One of the outside, it's very small.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those like little like cozy cottage houses.
Okay, yeah.
But in the inside, it's big as fuck. And like we get our beds, but the sleeping situations are weird because it's like all these people and like the kids are like sleeping in the living rooms, how like cousins would. They sleep in the living room and stuff. And there's a lot of old people and they're like making food and stuff like that. And then for some odd reason, me and Raiden stayed in a room together with somebody else. And then you stayed in a room with a nephew of
my grandpa's brother, right?
Yeah. And one thing that I really didn't like was that I guess you slept with your shirt off one night or something.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and he's like, "Hey, your wife has nice tits." So then I punched him in the
That was
face.
so weird. I was like, what the heck?
I punched him in the face, but nobody paid mind. So then the older people, they're making food and it's like sausage and bacon and eggs and like breakfast food, but it's weird because they make it like breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
That's not something that you eat.
No.
We're only supposed to be there for 2 days, but the way it pans out, it had actually been like a year already that we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I just get tired of eating all that stuff all the time. And I finally see like what's really going on. And we're in an abandoned house. And the outside looks like shit. The inside looks like shit. The food that we're eating is like all rotten.
Yeah, it's like those, I forgot, it's like reminds me of a movie. I forgot. Oh, yeah. Continue.
The food's all rotten. The rooms that we're staying in, they're all nasty and
Yeah.
like broken up and stuff. So basically, the older people were drugging us to make us think that we were having like this fantasy like life where
Yeah.
we're in a cozy house and like family is around and stuff. And so then I get out of the house and I tell Raiden, hop the fence, meet me on the other side. You're still in the house because you don't want to leave. I guess because you're still under that trance or
Yeah.
whatever. And you just keep saying that I'm crazy and like I don't know what I'm talking about. So I get out and Raiden's about to hop the fence and he gets caught and they bring him back in the house. So then I have to go at least like 5 blocks down where the police station is, get the police, and then go to the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wake up.
It's like it's so sad though, cause like it's like a movie, and you just woke up from a movie, or like you paused the movie, and now you can't go back to it.
Yeah.
Like that could honestly that'd be a good like movie idea for real.
What do we call it?
I don't know what would you call it.
You can't call it La La Land. That's already a movie.
No. Candyland. That's a
Candyland.
game.
What the heck?
It's a game. I don't know. I don't know.
Dazed and Confused. No,
That's a movie already. What the heck?
Yeah, but that was just a weird. It was so vivid too. Like it felt like I was actually there. And I have a lot of those dreams. A lot. Most of the time. Most of the time they're just dumb ass dreams. I had one dream one time where I was being chased by a meatball.
What the heck?
And then I was spaghetti. I was a spaghetti noodle and I was being chased by a meatball.
That's funny. I feel like that's something you would see like an AI video.
Yeah.
No, you know what I get on my For You page now? Those freaking mermaid and Medusa videos that are AI.
Which ones?
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like a mermaid and there's like Medusa and they're weird. It has a shark with the hands and the feet.
Oh, they're brain rots.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Those are called brain rots.
I know, but like they're in the movie, but like they're Medusa's like, or they're like the evil queen's like henchmen or something. It's weird.
Oh.
It's like a whole freaking story. I'm like, what the heck?
Okay, so in the like I said, in the theme of the episode, I have some cases that have to do with the holiday spirit, I guess, if you want to call it that. They have to do with the holiday spirit. So I have 2 cases that I'll talk about, and then Mia has some true crime stories. Okay, so the first one, we're going to talk about this guy named Dean Arnold.
Winchester?
What? Dean Arnold Coral. So most of these guys that I'm talking about were born like in December.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm talking about them. So he was born December 24th, 1939. Was an American serial killer and a sex offender responsible for the abduction, torture, and murder of a minimum.
A minimum.
Yes, a minimum of 29 teenage boys and young men.
So it's not even, that's just like what they know of.
In Houston, Texas.
That's crazy, bro. Oh my god. That's crazy. It's scary how freaking close that was to us.
We weren't even born yet, though.
I know, but like still just be wait, I wasn't or you weren't?
We both weren't.
Oh yeah, we both weren't.
Between 1970 and 1973.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My mom was born during that time. He was born 69.
His crimes are commonly referred to as the Houston mass murders. So he was called the Candyman. He was called that because his family owned a candy factory in Houston.
Really fucking Willy Wonka?
Basically.
I'm like, what the hell? Okay.
He would lure like the local children in by
Oh,
saying, I'm
okay.
gonna give you some free candy and stuff
Fucking
like
yeah.
that.
He didn't have one of those white vans?
No, he didn't have a white van. Which helped cultivate an image of a friendly, harmless neighborhood figure. Also called the Pied Piper, he was given this nickname, also alluded to his ability to lure young boys. He had two accomplices, David Owen Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley. They were each paid $200 to lure young boys in.
What the hell?
The victims were typically lured with promises of a party or a ride. Once at his residence, Coral would restrain the victims, often shackling them to a plywood board. Then they were sexually assaulted and tortured before being killed. Coral typically killed his victims by shooting them with a .22 caliber pistol or by strangulation
What the hell?
after he was done with them.
Oh my god. That's fucking crazy.
The killing spree came to an abrupt end on August 8th, 1973, during an altercation at Coral's home. The then 17-year-old accomplice Elmer Wayne Henley fatally shot Coral multiple times, claiming self-defense. Henley then contacted police to confess. Following Henley's confession, the scope of the crimes was revealed. Henley led authorities to several mass graves, which included 17 bodies recovered from a rented boat storage shed, 4 bodies found buried in woodland near Lake Sam Rayburn, at least 6 bodies discovered buried on a beach on the Bolivar Peninsula, and another on a beach in Jefferson County.
Damn, they just had them everywhere. They scattered them.
Yeah. Then Henley was sentenced to life, and so was the other guy.
But they shot the
Coral,
third guy, which is
the main guy.
yeah.
They shot him. So there's your first case.
That's a hell of a first case right there.
Here's your second one. This is Bruce Pardue.
Bruce Pardue.
Or Pardo. Or Pardue.
Parduce.
And the Covina Christmas Massacre. This is the one
AKA Art the Clown.
Yeah.
In real life.
This is the one I told you that's basically Art the Clown.
Yeah, but like Art the Clown in movie 3, right? I think he does a Christmas thing in movie 3. I never watched it because.
So Bruce Jeffrey Pardo was the perpetrator of one of the most shocking and planned mass murders in recent American history, known as the Covina Massacre or the Santa Suit Murder. This event was a clear example of murder-suicide driven by intense bitterness following of the divorce.
All because of a divorce?
Mm-hmm. But you'll see why.
Okay.
9 people, including his ex-wife and her family, were killed in a shooting at his former in-laws' home on Christmas Eve in 2008.
Oh,
Pardo, a 45-year-old former aerospace worker, arrived at the family's annual Christmas Eve party dressed in a Santa Claus suit to conceal his identity and a sack full of weapons.
Oh my god.
So basically Art the Clown.
Plus Rambo.
Yeah.
Literally.
So when he got to the residence, he opened fire on the 8-year-old niece that answered the door.
Poor girl.
He shot her in the face. She survived, though.
Damn.
He then opened fire on the approximately 25 members and guests gathered inside using multiple 9mm semi-automatic handguns. Then Pardue carried a large gift-wrapped package containing a custom-made homemade device, an air compressor, converted to spray high-octane racing fuel. After shooting several people, he used the device to spray the fuel throughout the house. The fuel vapor quickly ignited, possibly by a pilot light or a candle, causing a massive explosion and fire that engulfed the home. The intensity of the blaze meant that several victims had to be identified by using their dental records.
Oh my god.
It
Like
fucked it up.
they're fried. They
Yeah.
got fried, basically.
Pardew's motive was intense revenge against his ex-wife and her family following a bitter, costly, and humiliating divorce that had been finalized just 1 week earlier. The divorce proceedings were acrimonious, and Pardue had recently lost his job. The final divorce settlement required him to pay his ex-wife $10,000.
What the hell?
Which he was scrambling to find. He felt his ex-wife and her family had taken him to the cleaners. Police later determined Pardue had meticulously planned the massacre for months. So I guess she divorced him, wanted all that money, and then he planned that.
Yeah, he was like, "You want your money, babe? This
is what you're gonna get."
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, I'm not saying what he did was right. You know, like in all means was not fucking right. Oh my god.
So after he intended to flee the country afterwards, he was carrying $17,000 in cash. Some money was taped to his body. An airline ticket to the Midwest also was taped to his body.
Okay. Said fuck a wallet.
However, during the arson, the Santa suit's synthetic material melted onto his body, leaving him with severe third-degree burns.
Shit.
His injuries, combined with the successful execution of his primary objective, caused him to deviate from his escape plan. Pardue drove his brother's home in Silmar, California, where he was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
God damn.
In the early hours on Christmas Day. So that happened like Christmas Eve.
Oh, and then... Yeah. Oh, damn.
A rental car he left near the scene was found to be booby-trapped with explosives and ammunition, meant to start another fire if the Santa suit that he left in the car was moved. So it's left there for the police or whatever.
Yeah. Damn.
The Covina massacre remains a horrific example of domestic violence and of revenge taken out on an entire family during a time typically associated with peace and goodwill.
That was the opposite of what he wanted.
Yeah.
All of it. That is crazy.
It was just weird. Like, he just booby-trapped. Like, how... Okay, so I kind of get how it could happen, right?
Yeah.
Because he did the murder on Christmas Eve. So it takes all of that time. Then he burned the house down.
Yep.
And it exploded.
You would think, though, like, people would come sooner.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, too.
How did he have all that time to do all that?
They had neighbors, right?
Yeah. Like, unless he tricked them or, I don't know, something.
And then he had time, too, to booby-trap the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did he have time to do all that? Without at least somebody like, hey, what are you doing? Or maybe they were scared because they saw you had all those weapons, you know?
That, or like maybe it was like in a rural, like...
Oh, yeah, rural area.
Yeah, where like they didn't have any neighbors.
Yeah. Okay.
Like out in the country.
Yeah. Okay. My turn. Okay. So, this is the case of the Lawson family murders. Murders, yeah. The Lawson family murders are one of the most chilling and mysterious cases of familicide in American history, primarily due to its timing on Christmas Day 1929 and the explicable preparations made by the killer. This is the tragedy that had happened. Charlie Lawson, 43, a respectable tobacco farmer and sharecropper in Germantown, Germantown, North Carolina. His wife, Fanny, 37, and their 7 children, Mary, 17, Arthur, 16, Carrie, 12, and Mabel, 7, James, 4, Raymond, 2, and Mary Lou, 4 months. Damn, they had a lot of kids. Just days before the murders, Charlie Lawson took his entire family into town, which was highly unusual for the poor family. They bought new clothes and had a formal studio portrait taken. This eerie photograph is often cited as evidence that Lawson had been planning the crime for some time. On the afternoon of Christmas Day, Charlie sent his eldest son Arthur out on an errand. He then took a 12-gauge shotgun and began the massacre. That is crazy.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, what the fuck? So the dad...
So he took him out?
Yeah, no, he told Arthur to go out and run an errand.
Oh.
And then he said, okay, let's start. And he just whipped it out and said, boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, he had a motive for his oldest to live, though.
I guess, I mean, he obviously he did if he told him to go out. And
yeah.
It's fucked up, you know. That's literally his family, his wife and kids. Mm-hmm. He first shot and bludgeoned 2 of his daughters, Carrie and Mabel, near the tobacco barn. He then returned to the house and systematically shot and killed his wife, Fanny, and the remaining 4 children, Mary, James, Raymond, and baby Mary Lou. The aftermath. Following each murder, Lawson performed a bizarre ritual. He reportedly placed rocks or wooden blocks under the heads of the deceased, crossed their arms, and in some accounts, placed pillows beneath them. Arranging them carefully, he then retreated to the nearby woods and hours later shot himself, bringing the death toll to 8. That's creepy.
Yeah.
He was doing a ritual, now that makes me wonder, you know, did he look this up? That reminds me of Sinister. The movie Sinister.
Oh yeah.
Where I think I don't know if it's the kids, but either way, one of the people in the family ends up killing the whole family, you know, and it's so eerie. And in that, it's kind of like a ritual there too. That's crazy.
I wouldn't know.
The Soul Survivor.
I never watched the second one.
I've seen the first and second one are both. The first one is the scariest ever.
I couldn't watch it.
The second one is not as, it's still scary, but the first one is the worst. I think after watching it the first time, I could never watch it again because that movie is fucking scary. I'm scared. Watching if I watch Insidious or The Conjuring, I get scared, but not that much because I know what's gonna happen. I've seen those movies so many times. But with The Sinister, watching it the first time, I cannot watch. Watching both of them, each one time, I cannot watch them again because those movies they're so eerie and scary, you know? Okay. The Soul Survivor and the Mystery. The only family member who survived was Arthur Lawson, the 16-year-old son who had been sent out just before the killings began. The motive, the question of why remains the biggest mystery. Lawson left no clue. Suicide note. Theories have persisted for decades. Some speculated that a severe head injury Charlie sustained earlier that year had affected his mind. Another case was incest. The most common thought, unconfirmed rumor suggests Charlie was attempting to conceal that he had gotten his oldest daughter, Marie, pregnant. This theory has never been sustained with hard evidence.
What the fuck?
But it's sad and it's disgusting to say, but things that happen.
It does happen.
I was watching Ron Mango. She actually had the guest of the whole thing, a guest that had gone through ancestral behaviors with her dad, got her pregnant multiple times along with his other daughters.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and it was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? So honestly, like, it could be one of them, but the other dad didn't kill. But it's like a different, like, each person's gonna be different, One may have them so under control, like they don't want to say anything because they'll get scared. And in other cases, he might end up killing the daughter. So yeah, I understand that. Another reason could be insanity or annihilation. The lack of a clear motive, and the methodical killing of the entire family points to a psychological break or the profile of a family annihilator. A killer who sees the family as an extension of themselves, and upon deciding to end their own life, chooses to take the entire family with them. But I feel like if that was the case, he would have killed his
oldest
son too, not just keep him alive and the rest of them.
Yeah.
The tragedy became a national sensation, and morbidly, the crime scene was turned into a dark tourism site by Charlie's brother, who charged admission for people to walk through the murder house shortly after the killings. The gruesome event has since been memorialized in American folk music as a murder ballad. Sorry.
That's crazy, right?
That's like that gives me chills. Like, we don't know, we'll never know why he kept his oldest son alive, why he decided one day to just kill his whole family. Like, there's absolutely no nothing. He just said, what if he was like
he could have just snapped.
He could have,
Or like it said, like he had a massive head injury, and that could have
like he shifted his mind.
Yeah.
Or also he did a ritual. It could have been for demonic reasons or something. Because there's like a lot of factors you can put into that.
But it also sucks because then now his oldest had to live with that his whole life.
Like he has no mother, no father, none of his siblings. Like he's literally he's the only one in his family.
He has his uncle that exploited the
murder. Yeah, that's crazy. That is fucking crazy to me though.
But it happens though, because look at the Conjuring house.
Yeah, the freaking.
They have tours there, and they have every single house that has to do with like murder or
like basically famous murders. You know, like that. And honestly, like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think that should ever be, because like you're just, I don't know, I feel like, especially like with the I forgot what their names were.
Who?
Aaron and what's her name? The couple that did the Conjuring.
The Warrens?
Warrens, yeah, I said Aaron's. Like with the
Ed
Warrens.
and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, Ed and Lorraine Warren. Like with them especially, it's like, why would you mess with that? Like, why would they open it up to the public? Why would they let people see that? I mean, like, it's all that's evil.
I know, but you also got to think of like people too. We're curious.
Oh yeah, I get
curious.
that. That's why they have the movies. That's why they show the movies. Like, the movie should just be enough for you or scare you enough to be like, yeah, like this is all I need. But like in some cases, like.
But even then, just like in some cases, like even me, I'm curious and I want to go check it out because I'm curious.
But you don't.
So basically, what I was saying is like, yes, there's movies and stories and like you can listen to podcasts about them, but still, at the end of the day, there's gonna be someone that's curious and be like, I want to be there.
Yeah,
I want to step in the exact footsteps of the murderer.
I get that, because I understand that.
It's like POV on the murderer.
Literally, I know, because that's honestly, like, I get that mostly, because when I'm listening to like podcasts or like people explaining about what happened and this and that, I visualize in my head like how, like, like I visualize the stuff and everything.
This is why I wish I had enough money to go places, because I would want to go see
I know.
Ed Gein's grave and like
I don't know though. Like I get like I don't know. I guess I'm just a scaredy cat, honestly.
like Jeffrey Dahmer's grave and Ted Bundy, and go check out like Charles Manson, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. I guess. Either way, that's kind of scary though. But that's each their own.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just like I don't know, I guess it's the shock value.
But I mean, sometimes I'm like, is the shock value really worth it?
Is it really worth getting possessed?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No, it's not.
like if it was like a murderer's grave, like you said, I wouldn't mind. But in this case, it has to deal with evil, vengeful spirits that want to take over somebody's body.
Yeah.
And I don't see things like you do. I'm not in touch with all that stuff like you are. But I feel like because I can't do or see any of that, I feel like I'm most vulnerable to that too. So it's just like, I'll just watch the movies and be good with that.
Yeah.
That's just me. Okay. Now we're stepping into another case. This is the Sauter children disappearance case. Happened Christmas Eve, 1945. The event took place on Christmas Eve, 1945, when a fire completely destroyed the home of George and Jenny Sauter in Fayetteville. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Fayetteville, West Virginia. While the parents and 4 of their 10 children escaped, 5 children who were asleep in the attic were never found. What? They had 10 children?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. The missing children were Maurice 14, Martha 12, Louise 10, Jenny 8, and Betty 5. They went missing in Fayetteville, West Virginia. The events and strange incidents. The families believe that their children survived a kidnapping, with the fire being a diversion, is fueled by a series of highly unusual events on that night. The phone call and noise. Shortly after midnight, Jenny Sauter received a mysterious wrong number phone call. She then returned to bed, but reportedly heard a loud thud on the roof, which George dismissed. The fire, Jenny awoke again around 1 a.m. to the smell of smoke and found the electrical wiring office area engulfed in flames. George and Jenny escaped with the 4 youngest children. They failed rescue attempts. George's efforts to reach the 5 children upstairs were mysteriously thwarted. The large ladder he usually kept propped against the house was gone, later found in an embankment. Both of his heavy coal trucks, which he planned to use as a makeshift ladder, refused to start, despite being in working order the day before. It was later discovered that the Sauter's telephone line had been cut just before the fire, suggesting the blaze was not accidental. The biggest factor driving the mystery is the almost complete lack of human remains. The fire chief concluded that the 5 children had died in the intense, long-burning fire, fueled by coal and collapsing into the basement, and their bodies were completely incinerated. Death certificates were issued quickly. Jenny Sauter consulted cremation experts who stated that even in the hottest house fire, some bones, especially the skull and spine, should have been found, as recognizable household items and appliances were recovered. Against the fire marshal's advice, George Sauter bulldozed the rubble to build a memorial garden, potentially destroying any slight evidence that might have remained. The later discovery, years later, in 1949, an excavation of the site yielded several small bone fragments and vertebrae. However, forensics determined they were from an adult male, showed no fire damage, and were likely planted, possibly in the the filled dirt used to cover the basement. George and Jenny Sauter spent the rest of their lives convinced the children were alive and were responsible for putting up the famous billboard advertising the case and offered an award, keeping the mystery alive. That's crazy.
Right?
How can like 5 of your kids just vanish out of thin air? That is, oh my God, that's crazy. Until this day,
What do you think would have happened, though, honestly?
I don't know. Because all these like convenient things were happening. Not convenient, but inconvenient. Ladder was missing. The truck wasn't working.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I don't think the husband would do it, you know? I would hope not, you know? Why would he want to kill 5 of his children?
But then even if he did, how the heck did their bodies go missing?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it had to have been like minutes or like an hour before the fire. Or like at least like somebody must have, no, but they would have recorded like, oh, there was a broken glass here from a window.
And also the blood.
Yeah.
And like the hair follicles and dead skin follicles and stuff like that.
Like
they could have all been in the reports.
Yeah.
Of how the bodies went missing.
Exactly. So how the hell? And
I saw a thing too saying like it could have been like a shift in the mainframe or like a wormhole situation.
Oh.
You know how like there's a shift in mainframe where for one part that family is still alive in another universe.
Yeah.
But in this universe, all of them died.
Yeah.
Or went missing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, it gives me chills. It's like, oh, what the heck? That's like, those are mysterious aspects. That's, oh my God. I wish, you know, like we were there. Like we were in that same moment in time right there. And we could see what happened.
Exactly. See what you mean.
Yes, I know.
What I'm talking about.
But that's something different. That's not spiritual being. That's not demons. This is more like real people. You know?
Yeah. So that'll conclude our holiday episode. Or whatever it is.
Like holiday Eve episode, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, like a Christmas Eve type episode, I guess.
Yeah.
So like I said, that's going to conclude our episode for this week. Next week, hopefully, I'll have my Christmas type special.
And you may or may not hear me in the next one.
And then I want to try to do like a
New Year's one, yeah.
New Year's one.
I don't know. Did you do one last year?
Yes, we did.
Was I in it?
No.
Oh. Well, that's probably why.
Why?
It wasn't iconic. I'm just kidding.
Okay, icon. So you can listen to this episode and every other episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Podbean. We also have YouTube Music. iHeartRadio. That's the one I always forget.
iHeartRadio.
Yes. If you go to our link tree, I have James's episode on right above where you go to listen to our episodes regularly.
Yeah.
So if you are my friend from work or somebody that knows James and listen to the podcast, you can listen to that episode. It's pretty funny. I'm just telling you right now, It's a lot of unhinged stuff that me and James talk about. He does start the episode by saying, is he allowed to say neo-Nazi? So you can tell that's what James is about right off the bat. Please send us your spooky stories to lospicosopimentos1@gmail.com. Please join our Discord. I know we haven't been active on that for a long time. But if you do join our Discord, you can make suggestions to stuff that we talk about. Yes, I run out of things constantly, so that's why sometimes we'd have an episode, sometimes we don't, and sometimes the episodes are all over the place because I don't think of things. You see, so you can make suggestions. You can be a guest on our podcast. Join our Reddit community. It's called Spooky Peppers. You can send us your stories. You can send us your scary videos that we can react to. Join our TikTok. I'm trying to get us to 100 followers so we can go live and you can see me and Jackie's pretty faces. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We right now have 20 subscribers.
Period.
And thanks to my friend Ryan at work, our Spotify now has 50 followers.
Yes.
Finally.
Hashtag love you, Ryan.
You can follow the Instagram. There I'll post the episodes and stuff that happens with the link straight to the episode. And you can join our Patreon. It is only $3 a month right now. It's called Extra Spicy Peppers. And right now it's just a bunch of stories that Jackie tells. And later on, we can put the episode ahead of time so that way you can listen to it there before you listen to it on Apple Podcasts. So with that being said, happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And stay spicy, y'all. And Dracula, please stay off my cock. It's the holidays.